People, YouTube, Malik Aaron here. Let's cut to the chase. Star Wars. Everyone loves Star Wars, right? I mean, I really got into it. I just kind of started getting into it with the new movies. Like, I really liked Force Awakens. I really liked Rogue One. And I'm definitely seeing Last Jedi. I don't know about Solo, the Han Solo movie. I'm getting some bad vibes from it. But most people will either love or generally like Star Wars. But clearly EA doesn't. Because they're morons. They are stupid. They are some of the most greedy people on planet Earth. And so they bought the license for Star Wars. And with that, we got Star Wars Battlefront, a game I've already reviewed. If you want to check it out, you can just look it through my video game reviews. You'll probably find it in there. But that game, despite looking very impressive graphically, it was so shallow. It had no single-player campaign. It was just multiplayer. And it's just not much to it. It was like an unfinished game. But nonetheless, it sold 14 million copies. So a sequel was inevitable. And here's the thing. The original Battlefront games, everyone loves those. I also reviewed the original Battlefront. I haven't finished the original sequel yet. I haven't even played the new sequel yet. I won't play that till much later, but yeah. The first Battlefront game didn't have that much going for it, but it had, nice, gameplay and whatnot. Sequel improved on it significantly, added a campaign, and improved some things. And that's what everybody thought with this new Star Wars Battlefront 2. There's going to be an improvement. Right? And, like the trailers looked really good, and everyone was just like, oh my gosh, I'm going to buy this game so much. You can play as, Kylo Ren, people from like the new trilogy and the old trilogy and the prequel trilogy. That sounds awesome. Then problems started. They were somewhat low level at first. They were just general concerns with like most games. Then it got worse and worse and worse and worse and worse, and it brought us to today. Microtransactions and loot boxes. I've already talked about it. Well, CM Punk and Randy Orton talked about it and how it's bad for gaming. I'll probably put a card up on the screen if you want to see that. But what EA did, instead of, I don't understand EA. And why they did what they did, or why they think this was a good idea. I mean, microtransactions, I don't use them because I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna shell out even more money for a game I already paid like $50, $60 for. No, it's dumb. I'd rather grind through a game than do that. Then all the backlash started. It was just rapid. People complain about how it takes like up to one character, Darth Vader. I want to play as him. It takes you 40 hours of gameplay. 40 hours. And to unlock everything, it takes over like 3,000 hours. Non-stop. And I'm just like, how did this happen? What did they do? You had a great... You basically... Originally, we're going to have a huge smash, and then you do all this stupid stuff, and now everyone doesn't want to buy your game. But it got worse. One of the people who worked on from EA actually defended it. They put it on a Reddit post, and it got ended up being the most downvoted comment in Reddit's history. And then it got even worse. EA, the backlash grew to a point where EA were just like, Like they want to dial back on microtransactions, want to lower the price, but people were still mad. So literally like a day before the game came out, they removed microtransactions altogether temporarily before they'll eventually put it back in there in the 3-4 months when all this dies down. And they thought they were saved. They thought they got away with it. But unfortunately, damage was done. The game in the UK, we don't have USA sales. In the UK, the game sold 61% less than the original from like physical media. And everyone knows how digital gaming is growing at a rapid rate. So that it's probably not that bad, but it's still not good. And on Black Friday, I saw a picture, it floated around the internet, of like how everyone was buying all the other games. Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed, Super Mario Odyssey. People bought Sonic Forces over Star Wars Battlefront 2. It was like, if you've seen Walmart, there's like the game section. There's like a big old thing, like in the middle of it, and it just has like a glass case of like all new games. There was nothing in there because it was all cleaned out except Star Wars Battlefront 2, completely untouched. No one bought that game, and as a result, EA's stock price went down hard because they don't have those microtransactions. Microtransactions, as much as people hate them, they make a lot of money. Heard they made I believe it was early this year or last year, it made like $800 million in microtransactions alone. And without them, you just have a $60 game and that's it. How it used to be. And EA's stock price, they lost $3 billion. That's like 2 Avengers movies worth of money. I mean, how are you going to lose $3 billion? It's because you make some of the worst decisions ever. And now even the government is on EA. Everyone's on EA. The government, Disney, gamers, fans, everybody. Everyone is hating on EA. I look at like their Twitter posts and it's just bombarded. Absolutely bombarded with hate comments and, mocking them, saying all these horrible things. It's a disaster. And they're not going to go out of business. They make too much money off those sports games. Those sports games are extremely valuable. FIFA 18 found out it sold like 6 million units. 6 million copies in 1 week. It's opening week. That's crazy. Not a whole lot of games can do that nowadays. So, EA won't die, but their reputation is certainly damaged. And with Star Wars Battlefront 2, I heard gameplay-wise, it's not that bad. But those microtransactions, those loot boxes, and how they were originally, I think they still are, tied directly to progression, destroyed consumer trust. And you need consumer trust in order to make money. Nintendo, sure they did some dumb things, but with the Nintendo Switch, they gained back consumer trust, and the Nintendo Switch is about to outsell the Wii U in like 1 year. They have tons of great games. Now, like Legend of Zelda, ARMS I heard is good, Super Mario Odyssey, obviously. And they have like new, interesting ports, games you thought would never be on a Nintendo product, like Skyrim, LA Noire, Doom. They're doing phenomenal right now. Even Xbox, sure, everyone that gives Xbox crap was, yes, the launch of the Xbox One was very rough, But it has improved. I've seen it. It's more or less like a self-evolving console. And now it has like backwards compatibility and whatnot. Yeah, I mean, like Microsoft and Nintendo, they have consumer trust. EA does not. They lost it. They probably lost it a long time ago because they got real greedy. And what they do, all EA does, they take money, they take it like a vacuum cleaner. They just suck it all up like it's nothing. And then they just take franchises and completely destroy them and just throw them out the wayside, like Dead Space, Mass Effect, and eventually, probably as of right now, at this point, Star Wars. Because they don't care. They don't care about you. They don't care about fans. They don't care about anybody but money, but green. That's all they care about, and it makes me sick. So, and I mean, I bought Star Wars Battlefront 2. I think I'm one of the only people who actually decided to get it over Black Friday. I'm still going to play it. I'm still going to try to have fun. But it's probably not going to be fun, me dealing with stupid stuff. And I know they got rid of microtransactions, but by the time I'm going to play it, they'll probably add them back in anyway. And it means nothing. So, EA, they need to go. They need to let go of the Star Wars license. Because there's so many developers, game companies out there that would do so much better. That actually, care. And not just do it just for profit. Because, money, in all media, money isn't everything. Sooner or later, people are going to turn on you. And that's what's happened in mainly movies, with Transformers and Adam Sandler movies. Two great examples of this. And also in video games. There are many examples here I'm not going to mention because it would take too long. But EA, they're out of control. Someone needs to just tell them to stop, or else they will self-implode. Or no one will buy their games anymore. It's a sad situation. Battlefront 2 could have been a great game. But EA and their greed destroy any chance of it being a success. And so I guess we'll just have to wait until a couple months, see what happens. Maybe the game will rebound. I mean, the original 2015 Battlefront didn't start out great, but thanks to the hype of the movie, it ended up doing very well over Christmas. Will the same thing happen here with Battlefront 2? I don't know. Probably not. But, So those are my, I guess you could say, rant on EA and Star Wars Battlefront 2. Controversy. I don't usually make videos like this about controversies or major news. I think the last time I did it, at least what I remember, was when they announced a Doctor Doom movie. That was all the way back in Comic-Con July. But yeah, this is just a topic. This is just a thing that was just boiling inside me. And I had to talk about it because it's everywhere now. Next time I do a video like this, I don't know, probably when the Oscar nominations come out in January. If they mess up, then I'm going to be right here first. Right here first, all you guys, all my loyal subscribers. I thank you for watching my videos. I greatly appreciate it a lot. So make sure to subscribe for anyone who's watching who's not a subscriber. Make sure to subscribe. You can look at all my content, my movie reviews, video game reviews, gameplay videos, extra stuff I do. Yeah. So you can do all that. Like this video, leave a comment. I will see you all next time, and I am out.